Our community coming together with 1,400 volunteers who fanned across San Diego this morning to help count and connect with people living on the streets. You see them going right up to people this morning. CBS 8's Dana Marie McNichol gives us a closer look.
1,400 volunteers all over San Diego spent their morning speaking to people with homelessness. 100 volunteers here downtown San Diego conducted a survey figuring out how many are in shelters or living on the streets. Participants I spoke to said this was a humbling experience as people who they spoke to are dealing with extreme hardship, but this data can help support them. Here's what Councilmember Whitburn had to say.
Make no mistake, what we saw this morning is a humanitarian crisis. There are so many people out there on our sidewalks, older people, people in their 70s, people on the sidewalks without a pair of socks or shoes on their feet. They're in their bare feet. It's the coldest morning of the winter. We have to solve widespread homelessness that we have in San Diego today.
We spoke to Mayor Todd Gloria, who says this critical data leads to federal funding for resources. This is the first time in over 2 years this count was able to happen due to the pandemic, which has really highlighted the crisis. This morning, we got a look at preliminary data collected. Each volunteer had a conversation with someone experiencing homelessness, asking them a series of questions, one being where people sleep at night. Maybe it was an emergency shelter, outdoor encampment, or even on a bus. The data found this morning that out of 1,600 surveyed, 753 people are sleeping on sidewalks. The survey also found that 85% of people became homeless in San Diego. It also broke it down by gender and race, finding 20% of unsheltered people identify as females. Now, leaders are hoping to do a couple of things with this data: expand shelter capacity and create safe housing villages, while also providing more mental health professionals for aid.
I think of the poor woman that I interviewed this morning in her tent. She was the victim of domestic violence. She was hiding in fear, and she was so grateful that somebody actually reached out and asked her about what is going on.
According to the organizers of this census, the data will be deployed for resources to create lasting change and policies. Now, the full report will be available in a couple of days after all of it is reviewed.